Welcome to a brand new episode of the Guru MFIS Vlog. I'm really excited, just got to the office, and I really wanted to start today off about an article I was reading this morning and on Market Watch. Let's see how we get this right here. It says 70 million Americans on the edge of financial ruin. Am I surprised about the article? No, and it's not America's fault. And it's not the middle class of America's fault. Our government has made it hard over the last 20, 30 years with so much pumping of money, which has caused inflation. And we see this in a lot of different things. All right? Right now, if you look at housing and rental prices in the Bay Area, rental prices are up 20, 30%, depends on what part of the Bay Area you're at. Right now, we see the price of food and energy is up about 3 to 4% this year. We see the cost of education is 5 times more, and 5 to 30 times more than what my mother paid for to go to college. And we see this. And we see that people are still trying to make adjustments, while wages and income has stayed stagnant. And I don't think raising minimum wage actually solved this problem. At the same time, as a society, we bear back personal responsibility more. And the reason I say that right now, people are supposed to save for their own retirement. There's no more as pensions have drastically went down to less than 20% of the population. We have to pay for, if you're working, more and more the brunt of it, you're paying for your own health costs unless you qualify for Cover California if you're working. And it makes it harder and harder for the middle class to save nowadays. Your program, your social programs, your sports for your kids cost more than ever. And you see that. Travel ball, AAU basketball, just the cost of goods and the values has just made it harder for the middle class. But can we complain about this? We could complain all we want. We could cry about it, but emergencies still do happen. And we see that. Last week, I got in a car accident, totaled out my car. That's an unforeseen emergency. I just paid off my car last month, and now I have that unforeseen emergency. We have an emergency with our house with medical use, and they say in the survey, 46% of the time people had emergencies for healthcare that I expected. How do we actually expect those? So here's a couple things and a couple ideas. Yeah, we can cut coupons. Yeah, we can cut coupons and save just a little bit, but we can do some other different things, rationalities, to help us figure out what can we do to at least have some more emergency funds. So here's a couple ideas for you. One thing for emergency is we have to now, instead of spending our tax refunds, if you get a tax refund, I should say, we need to start putting that money down for emergencies. Maybe not. I used to tell clients at least put half of it away for emergencies. We have to take care of that. When they say 48% of the time in the article talked about people taking care of healthcare expenses, we have to really review our disability insurance. He has an expense, but long term, if something does happen, like my shoulder bruise from the accident, but it was more severe, like a severe nerve injury, I want to make sure I have cash still coming in to pay for my office, these lights that come on in the office, to pay for a home, pay for my kids, for young Kai, my bonus son. Also, we need to make sure, as another note is, maybe we have to work a part-time job a little bit. I'm not saying for a long period because I believe in big-time quality of life, but the trends are happening now is we have to figure out part-time jobs, not just Uber, but try and figure out some type of contracting work for 3 to 6 months and use that money just for savings. Because if we don't save, emergencies do happen and we can rely on friends. If not, we have to sacrifice our lifestyle by maybe having roommates or whatever. But if not, we have to get emergency or debt. And the worst thing we do, what everybody wants us to do, is to get into debt. So question of the day for you guys is, what other ways can people save? And I'm not just talking about cutting coupons, which does a great job if you're especially really good at it. But where can we actually save tons of money and really do a good job on that? And I'm not saying it's our fault as Americans. We're still spending the same as we normally do, but But our government has dictated it's our personal responsibility. If you're a middle class, regular person, and when I'm talking about middle class in Oakland, I'm talking about 250,000 and below, because 250 and 660,000, it's not that much difference. It's just a matter of which side of the highway you're going to be on. Now, if you have any other questions, comments, make sure you email us. Have a great day.